What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a little Jays talk. Now, I won't be really recapping this game 3. The Blue Jays won 2-0 as I was out at my slow pitch. I didn't get to watch it. I got home literally for the 9th inning, got to watch Bo Bichette's pinch hit home run, got to watch Jeff Hoffman get a save, and that was about it. And by the looks of things, I didn't miss that much. I was actually checking on my ESPN app. I have the pop-ups on my screen, so every couple of innings, I was kind of popping into the dugout and having a look, and I was like, oh, 0-0. Okay, I'm not missing much. Little did I know that once I got a better look at it when I got home, we actually threw a one-hitter, which is just tremendous stuff. This Rangers offense, for a team that's only 3 games under 500, is so bad. They make our offense look incredible, and our offense is terrible. They are in trouble. They could make for a really interesting seller at the deadline, actually, with their pitching. If Eovaldi isn't that banged up and if DeGrom is healthy and all that, they've got some arms there that could actually make for interesting sellers if they do fall out of it. So I'll be actually watching them closely because, yeah, that could make for some fireworks, especially if Jacob DeGrom is moved at the deadline. On the Blue Jays side of things, just from a series as a whole, coming away with 2 out of 3 in a series like this when the baseball is so boring and so bad is awesome. You never really can complain when you're getting wins. We should have probably swept them just by how bad Texas looked, but hey, our offense is not exactly awesome either, so we'll take it. Dalton Varsho batting leadoff, I'm not a fan of. He's very boom or bust. He's going to hit 200 with a lot of home run and double, like extra base hit power. So I think we should be leaving him somewhere down in the 5 to 6 range and just let him do his thing. Let him come up, hit a home run every few games, go on little heaters, and just kind of file him away down there. I don't like him in the leadoff position at all, nor do I really want him in the 2. Maybe I could see a 2 depending on how you want to line up the entire lineup construction, because I also don't mind moving Guerrero down to 3 and probably Bo Bichette in 4. Bo Bichette comes in for the pinch hit, gets the home run, wins the game for us 2-0. He's our team leader in RBIs with 27. So I wouldn't mind, as much as I like him getting lots of at-bats at the top of the order, I wouldn't mind moving him down to 4 as well, just to get him more of those RBI opportunities and put some of those hits to more use. A lineup that I might consider is Nathan Lucas up at the top, maybe lead him off and then follow him up with a Dalton Varsho or someone else, and then go Guerrero and then go somewhere around Guerrero, Bichette, Varsho, Springer, something like that, and then mix Kirky somewhere in there too. The 5, 6, 7, 8 can kind of alternate throughout the from day to day as Barger and Clement and all that are going. But anyways, that's besides the point. Pitching looks phenomenal. We are getting some really nice performances from Paxton Schultz, Eric Lauer, Braden Fisher, Little, Fluharty. All these guys have been really good. And it's been a pleasant surprise because we were definitely concerned. We're not getting a good SP5 performance. We're not getting a guy that's coming in and eating a bunch of innings. But between Urania, Lauer, Schultz, like I say, these guys are coming in and giving you these piggybacking games where you're going 3 innings, 2 innings, 3 innings, stuff like that. And they're just being really effective. They're getting us through. Like again, tonight, they went 6 innings between Paxton Schultz and Eric Lauer. And they only used like under 90 pitches. They got 8 strikeouts between them and 1 hit. Unreal stuff. So that's also deserving of a shout out to the coaching staff and, I hate to say it, but the analytics department for coming up with these game plans, because it looks awful and it feels awful in the moment when we are doing these things. But at the end of the day, they're coming up with plans that are successful, and we are winning a lot of these bullpen games. So it's hard to knock it too much. I know it's not necessarily sustainable long-term for a whole season. You don't really want to keep having these bullpen games, but for the time being, while we're waiting for the reinforcements to come back, like Turnbull, like Scherzer, like Manoah, all these guys that we anticipate getting back and producing for us, we are winning a lot of these ugly bullpen games. So props to them for getting it done, and props to obviously the pitchers for stepping up and taking these opportunities and being lights out. Paxton Schultz ERA 2.03, Eric Lauer 2.75, Braden Fisher 0 ERA. Even Brendan Little, 1.46. Like, we are getting phenomenal pitching right now. So, moving ahead, we're going into Oakland. We've got to keep this momentum up. Oakland is a better team than Texas for sure, but they are a team that we should be able to beat as well. Especially, we're 1 game under 500. We want to get back to 500. We want to go above 500. We want to go on a little run here. get a little bit of momentum going and start making a push for the playoffs. It's no longer early. We're a third of the way through the season, so it's really time for this team to start going. One thing I would also like to talk about is Anthony Santander. I'm starting to feel really bad for Anthony Santander because he's openly saying that he's injured. The coaching staff is openly saying that he's injured, and they're putting him second in the order. And it's not his fault that he's injured. He's saying he's got shoulder problems, hip problems. It hurts when he swings from the right side even more than the left side. And especially going into this Oakland series where I think we're getting a few lefties thrown at us, there is no reason for Anthony Santander to be in these games. He needs to go down. We need to call up a Davis Schneider or somebody like that, preferably probably a right-handed bat given the rotation that we're going to be facing. But this guy needs to go on the IL and heal up. We can't keep throwing him out there. He's hurting the team. He's hurting himself. It's got to be damaging to his confidence going up there and striking out and popping out and all this stuff that he's doing. And if he really is hurt, like he and the coaching staff are agreeing that he is, he needs to take a couple weeks off, clear his mind, get healthy, and then come back and be productive for this team. Because I'm not out on Anthony Santander. I just think between maybe his own stubbornness, keeping himself in the lineup, and the coaching staff not feeling like maybe they have alternatives there, somebody has to say something and get him out of the lineup. Anyways, that's just my take. So that's where I'll leave off. A successful series against Texas. Brutal baseball, but you win the series, and that's the ultimate goal of these things. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. What are your concerns? What are you liking about this team right now? And how do you feel heading into the Athletics series? We'll talk to you guys later. Drop a comment below, all right? Have a good one.